This continues section 4.1. We are doing the simplification on the problems that we just translated. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do the distributive property here. We're going to distribute the 9 across the parentheses. And multiplication distributes over addition. So this is now going to equal 9 times 20, which is equal to 180. Plus 9 times x, which is 9x. And those are unlike terms, so we cannot combine them together, so that's as simplified as it gets. In part B, we're going to distribute the 1/2 across the parentheses, and then we will add in that. So I'm going to change this one to addition, and this one to addition as well, so then we can use our commutative property. So we have 1/2 times 12. So I'm going to actually write that down so we can see the canceling that's going to happen here. 2 will go into 12 6 times, or 1/2 12 is 6. That's another way of looking at it. Plus negative times a positive is a negative, and that's a 1/2 x. And then we have plus a negative 3/4 x. So now we have to combine our like terms. So the like terms are the variable terms here. So we're going to have a higher term. So I'm going to do a higher term in up here. So I have 1/2, and I'm going to make that into quarters. And so it's 2 times that, and so it's 2 times that, so I have 2/4. So I have a negative 2/4 and a negative 3/4. So I have 2 plus 3, and those are quarters. And it's going to be negative when I'm done. So I have a negative 5/4 x, and then plus a 6. Now, where we usually change improper fractions into mixed numbers when we're dealing with just numbers. With variables, we tend to leave them more as improper fractions. So I would let you get away with that improper fraction there. But if you wanted to put it as a mixed number, it would look like negative 1¼ x plus 6. And when I write it this way, you probably see the reason why we typically leave them as improper fractions. Okay, moving on to part C. The first thing we're going to do in C is we're going to distribute the 2 through the parentheses here. So 2 times x is equal to 2x, plus 2 times 9, which is equal to 18, plus the 7 that we had as well. Now we're going to combine the like terms, which are the constant terms this time. So we have 2x plus 18 plus 7, which is 25. And there we have a simplified expression. We cannot combine an x term and a constant term. The next one, the parentheses, are really just kind of silly, so we're just going to ignore those parentheses, and I'm going to combine the like terms here and here and carry along this one. So I have 3 x's and I have 2 more x's. That means I have a total of 5 x's. Remember, those x's are just names. And then plus a negative 2, and from there I can write this as well as 5x minus 2, and that would be our 100% preferred answer. But if you gave me the 5x plus a negative 2, I won't have any problems with that either. But remember, adding a negative number is the same as subtracting. All right, now our last one. It's probably the simplest one that we've had, actually. So we're going to need to combine like terms. I have constant terms here, and 2 and negative 9. And I have like terms here with the x terms. So I have 2 plus negative 9, and I have 4 plus 3 x's. So I have a total of 7 x's. And then I have a negative 7. And so that'll be my simplified version there. So again, this is a negative 9, so it's a plus a negative 7, and that means subtract 7. That's another way of writing it. But if you had written this as 7x plus a negative 7, it would also be correct as that expression as well. All right, that will wrap up our translation. We will now come back to do section 4.2 as a bunch of exercises from your book. So you probably should take a look at these exercises there. Go ahead and do those exercises, and then come back and see how they were done and check your answers.